Dear friends, welcome to the famous Copenhagen. And if I say famous Copenhagen, people like my friends that will always joke about the famous Copenhagen, people like Reverend Ebon Friend Jume, people like Mengi Alfred Pombo, people like Bebar Akupa Akum Victor Reverend, Mengi Alfred Reverend, and some other friends who understand better why we call the Copenhagen the famous Copenhagen. I once more have landed in Copenhagen during my vacation, and we are precisely in Husum. Husum is a neighborhood in Copenhagen city, and that's the capital of Denmark. So we are in Denmark, my dear friends, and even though I'm on my vacation, I said no, I cannot allow my people like that now. So because of questions I've received, especially on my DM, I said no, let me make a response to the question. One senior person to me wrote and was asking on the issue of book review. As a matter of fact, this person is a doctoral student. He's a doctoral student in the US, and he wrote to me and said, Michael, please, we would love you to do something on book review. That he has a couple of assignments on book review and he does not really know how to go about it, or he wants also a new perspective. And so today, even though I'm on my vacation, trying to relax, but then I said no, I have to answer to this our brother. Yeah, I have to answer. You can say I'm on vacation. Let me answer to him and give a response to what he's asking of me. So my dear friend, my name once more is Michael Ojubuka, and we are on the program Demystifying Academic Research. As we demystify academic research, it's a time for us to look into certain issues. And so today we'll be handling the issue of book review. Book review. How do we go out about book review? Once more, please enjoy the city. This is Copenhagen, the capital of Denmark. Yes, you are welcome. Yes, the famous Copenhagen. Ebon French, man. The famous Copenhagen. We have landed there again. Yes, we are there again. In the famous Copenhagen. Now we are saying that we are trying today to look at book review. And we want to know what actually is book review and how we can go about book review. How we can make it so understanding. And that's why today I said let me look at a book review and I give a response to the question that one of our friends asked. He wanted to know, in fact, the idea was to know the difference between book review and summary. You know, in most when they are doing books, sometimes the authors will make a summary of their book, summary behind their book, the block cover behind the book, a summary of that book. And somebody asked that, what is the difference between a book review and a book summary written by the author? What is the difference between a book review and a book summary written by the author? And so today, that's what we're going to handle today. So in order to answer this question, we felt that we should look at what is book review, what is a summary of a book, and then how do we make a great clear difference with it. So because there is much material on what is book review, I want us to handle it detailedly. First of all, I want us to look at how do we go about doing book review. How do we do it? How do we actually do book review? Dear friends, book review, I would love to say that has two main steps. And my advice is that book review should begin with notes taking. It should begin with notes taking. We take our notes, and therefore the question will be, how then do we take notes? I would love to change to cross over. Let me cross the other way. Let me cross the highway and stand the other way. How then do we take notes? Now, notes taking is a very important part of book review, because you need to go through a book and take notes about the material that you find there. So the most important question is, how then do we take notes? Some people think that when you are taking notes or when you are doing book review, you have to read the entire book, and then later on, you write down what you have read. You take down the notes at the end of writing the book. But I beg to differ, and I think that the best way to do book review is that the best way to do book review is to begin as you are going through the book. To me, you keep on making your jots. You jot your notes. I use the word jot deliberately. And I want to say that jotting does not mean that you write inside the book. In fact, I discovered the idea of writing in the book. If I thought it's a physical book, a hard copy, please, it's not advisable that way I'm making notes. Remember, we're talking about book review. How do we do book review? Once more, my name is Michael Ujubuka, and we are welcome to the famous Copenhagen city, and we are precisely in Husum. Yeah, we are saying that book review, I advise that when we are doing book review, we should jot down notes for the onset. Don't allow it that when you have read the entire book, you jot a note, because some scholars argue that it is better to read the entire book and you have a general idea and then write down the notes that are for the book. It's that note that forms the basis of book review. But for me, Ojubuka, I realize that my brain, maybe it's just me, my brain may not keep it that much. So what I do is that at every level, maybe a particular section or a particular chapter, I put down my jots, I put down my notes. Like I was saying, if at all it's a physical book, please, you might use your phone to do the jotting. You might create a page on your computer. It's not advisable for you to jot inside the book itself for a physical book, because very soon you realize that at the end of the day, you still need to transfer the note or to type it again. That's double work for you. So it's advisable that as you are reading the book, you make your notes, you type it, maybe in your phone or in your computer or your iPad. Just type your note somewhere. That's the first one I advise. Take the notes immediately. Please don't wait there until everything is over. No. Take your notes immediately and keep on accumulating the notes as you are gathering the notes. It's better, because for me, I think that even if it's a soft copy, you are reading for this, I'm using an iPad to record this video, I may use my phone, my cell phone is separate, I may use my phone to record it while I read what I read from the iPad, then or the book reader, and then I record on my cell phone or the computer. So it's better for you to do something like that, to do a book review in that manner. By then you will do a good work, because at the end of the day, you find that the material will be coherent until the material will be fresh. Because as you are reading the book, there are fresh ideas that are coming. You keep on recording those ideas, and before you know it, their book it is very complete, and it captures the entire intention of the author and yours. Because remember, in book review, you also make your comments. We will see that as we proceed. Now, it is good to take notes immediately, as I said. You do a soft copy so that you may not have to type it again. Well, you may decide to say, okay, no, I want to copy it. It's fine by you. If you want to copy the notes, if you want to write a note on a piece of paper or hard copy, okay, fine. But I advise that it's always good to use you do it in a soft copy, that type it as you read. And then in the book review, also try to put your notes according to how you read. For instance, a material that comes from section 1 should come earlier than material comes from section 2. I mean, when you're assembling the material. So it's always good that while even doing the taking the notes, you keep on indicating that this is for this is for that, this is for this is for that. It helps you a lot in your book review. If at the end, please, I encourage us to do it that way. It requires much effort to go through again. Imagine that you jot text inside the book itself, and this book is about maybe 350 pages or maybe 400 pages. It means that after you have finished the reading, you have to go back to the book to assemble all you are jotting, all your notes, to form the basis of the book review. Therefore, I feel that it's advisable that we should be able to jot somewhere else and not inside the book. I'm making this because somebody said that, Michael, can I take my notes inside the book that I'm reading? I don't encourage that, because it makes the work too much for you, and you have to do it over and over again. So it's advisable place to copy to jot in a to record your material in a soft copy, because at the end of the day you still have to produce it in a soft copy. And so please, that's what I encourage us to do. Please always do in a soft copy and type at once. Put down your thoughts every moment, please, and keep on developing your thoughts and developing your thoughts and developing your thoughts. That's the advice I will give for us again. Better have more notes. Yeah, sometimes some people say, oh no, I have jotted too much. How do I do? No, it's better for you to jot and have more notes than that you have less notes. So please keep jotting. Keep jotting, no matter how much the note is. Don't stop jotting. Just keep jotting and jotting. At the end, you can screen and reduce it a bit if you do not like it. So don't stop jotting. Put down your finishing thoughts. Now, once you are finished with a particular chapter, put down your finishing thoughts. Once you finish the book, put down your finishing thoughts. Don't assume that, no, I'll put it on later. Don't sleep without putting your finishing thoughts. So put down your finishing thoughts as much as you finish the note taking when the book is finished. Yeah, if you are finished reading the book. Now the second part is translating this note into the book review proper. Remember, at the end of the day, what you want to achieve is to have a proper book review. So all what we are doing is to have a proper book review. So all what we have been writing, all we have been jotting, is to have the material, the raw material for a good book review. Now that you have the material, now that you have jotted, now that you have finished with the book, what then do you do? It's now time to translate this material into the book review proper to answer the question. Now, this is what we'll do. There are some guidelines. Most often I know, someone like myself, I use what they call Google.fi. This Google file helps me to transfer the material that I have typed maybe in my phone or in my computer or my iPad to my computer where I'll do the final work. And then there's a certain app that you can use for book review. They call it Keep. So you can use the notes-taking app Keep to assemble your notes. Now what happens is that once you are finished, you have the notes is complete. There are so many ways to transfer the notes that are in your phone or in the iPad to your computer where you use it. You can then download this note. You can translate. You can transfer it from your phone. Let me rephrase my words. This note that you have taken, you can transfer the notes from your phone or wherever you took the notes in a soft copy to where you need it to use it for book review using your email. You send it to your email, and then from your email now you can then download it. Once you download it, you can now transfer it to the platform or to where you make the book review proper. That's what I'm saying. It's also possible that you can copy and paste. For instance, if I told you have done it maybe in a Google.fi, you can copy from where you have saved it and paste it on that file, and then now you go to the next stage, which is supposed to be the stage of editing your work. So editing begins with the organization. Dear friends, once more you are welcome to another edition of our program, Demystifying Academic Research. And the program today we are talking about book review, and we're looking at book review from the aspect of note taking. You are once more welcome to the famous city called Copenhagen, which is the capital of Denmark. Famous people like Reverend Ebok Friend Jume will understand why I keep on calling this city the famous Copenhagen city. Dear friends, my name once more is Oju Buka. I encourage us to remember to subscribe, to remember to share, to click like, and to make our comments known. Please put on the notification button so that each time we upload a new video, you'll be automatically notified. So I encourage us to take it as a duty to follow what we are doing. Who knows, you might just bless yourself or someone by following what we are doing. We continue. We are saying that now you have already jotted your notes because you have gone through a book. Remember, to review a book proper, you have to read that book. Whether it is hard copy or a soft copy, you have to read the book to be able to review it. You cannot review a book from space. You have to read the book. So, and when reading the book, you make your notes. Is this notes that form the basis or the raw material for the book review? Now, according to our process, we are through with the notes taking. Now we are focusing on something else, and this is what we call a small accident here. It's not accident, but I don't know what the drivers were doing. Yeah. Okay. This Copenhagen people. Yeah, so we are saying that now you do the edit, you have transferred the raw material from where you were jotting to where you need to use for the book review. It's raw, it's disorganized, it has no order. But now, during editing, what we'll do is that we'll advise you to organize your thoughts, summarize it, check your grammar, and rewrite it. This is actually the editing proper. This is what you have to do. We advise that in book review, there should be a brief introduction. And the next part, in the body, you begin the body first with the demerits or the weakness of the book or whatever the author writes about. Then next, you go to the merits or the advantage of the book. Tell us how good this book is. We advise that it's good to begin with the demerits so that because people easily remember what you end with. So if you begin with the demerits, you explain, then when you get now to the merits, it sticks in people's head easily and they can keep it for long. So it's always advisable to begin with the demerits and you end with the merits. Now I introduce the book. Now, in the introduction of the book, you can have 1 or 2 sentences that you introduce the book. You can call it the opening lines or the hooks, the hitting point, boom, where you hit the point about what the book is saying about. In the introduction, you whet people's appetite by in a few words to say some few things and then keep some hanging sentences or raise people's hopes so they will be eager to continue the book review. So the introduction is a summary of the book review. You see, so you have organized it. In the introduction, you hit the nail on the head and you give the main points, the exciting point, in a way that there are some things hanging that the reader will be eager to read through and they get the entire information. That's our advice. So this you are supposed to have finished your book review. In most cases, the book review should not be above a page. In most cases, a page is enough. I rarely see a book review that is more than a page. Now this is the point. If the book review was meant for a blog, it have to be 1 to 2 paragraphs of the book. Yes, you take the entire book and make it 1 or 2 paragraphs for a blog. Now, if it's for something like for Amazon, it is advisable that there is no need for you to even have a summary, because we said that it's always good to have a summary in the introduction. If it's for Amazon, no need for a summary, because the person that is going through and reviewing a summary can just screw up and then see the summary that the author himself have written. Therefore, it brings us to the point, what then is the summary between a difference, what are the differences between the book review and the summary written by the author? The summary written by the author talks about the book and does not talk about the author in per se. In the author's own view, he says what he has in mind. But in a book review, you begin the book by even giving us information about the author, about the book. In other words, the name of the book, the publishing house, the number of pages, things like that. These are things that the author will not say, but the book review does it. So the book review goes deeper than the summary of the book. Therefore, I want to encourage all this to say that remember that book review is basically a personal thing, and so therefore, you gain wisdom and expertise in book review by doing it continuously. So and then various schools or various professors may have different guidelines on how you may do their book review. Please focus on the instruction given to you, instruction that you will be given when you are doing your book review, and then you will enjoy it very well. Do not mind, do not bother if you cannot pick it very well from the beginning. Know that gradually with time, you will develop expertise as you do your book review. Once more, welcome to our program of Demystify Academy Research, and we are once more in Copenhagen City, the famous city, and we are grateful that you are here with us at Husum. The neighborhood is called Husum. Let me cross over to the other way and I run up. So thank you very much, my dear friends, for following, and I pray that it will be a blessing to you, to us all, and the program should have helped you. Please keep following the program always, because we are there for you. Send us your questions and we will take time to answer your questions. Whatever your question may be, please feel free to ask us a question. We are there ready to answer your question every day, every time. My name is Michael Ujubuka, and I encourage us, please, to keep on with a good faith of following the program. Please drop your comments. Please like, share, make those comments known to us. and we are glad to have you. Thank you very much, my dear friends. We are grateful that you are there. We pray that next time we'll handle more. You are once more welcome to Copenhagen City, the famous city to us. People like Reverend Ebong, Friend Jumer, Reverend Beba, Akupa Akum, Reverend Mengi Afro, Pombuo, and others to understand why we call this city the famous city. Thank you very much for following, and God bless you.